Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the... What?
What?
The Wurst Fire podcast.
Apparently, that's our name.
Baby, you gotta love it and own it. I'm the Wurst. I'm the Wurst. She's the Fire. JP Sanders and Eva Christine. What do you think?
You can laugh. I'm laughing.
Do you know what a Wurst is, everybody?
The sausage.
A Wurst is a sausage. Fire is the fire. This is gonna be our logo. What, you don't like it? What do you think about the logo, Eva Christine?
I told you what I think and I don't want to say to you. Honey, let's just keep it for now. This is the logo. Tell us what you think.
You don't like it?
I think it's great.
Oh yeah, you're lying. That's what it's gonna be. You have no choice. You can't design the logo.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna call ourselves from now on, the Wurst Fire podcast. We're making moves. This is getting serious. We got a logo. Maybe one day we'll have an intro. I'm gonna put I'll put the logo on all the things for when you're.
So logo, at least it's colorful, not boring black and white.
We'll make T-shirts. I'll put them up on the thing. Oh, Gabe. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna go into the red toque because I'm from Canada. Although you might think this is a beanie.
A toque.
And pick out a question.
Okay.
To answer. On this show, we just answer questions.
Okay.
You get to see a married couple who's been married for
9 years.
almost 9 years.
What do you wish you had known 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
How to freaking chill more, man.
You weren't chill?
No, but like, it's not a big deal to a lot of situations.
Are you talking about your boyfriend?
No, I'm just talking about life in general. Like, it's not a big deal that your colleague is annoying. Peace. You're probably not going to see them for the rest of your life and only for those amount of years you work with them.
How old were you 10 years ago? 22.
I was 22. I was doing my DTS.
And you were stressed. You thought things were a big deal.
No, just in general. But like, living in Spain has taught me to be like, vete tranquila, so chill. It's okay.
Stop kicking the table. What is it? What you wish you knew 10 years ago?
Yeah.
What was I doing 10 years ago? I wish I would have been reading books. Should have been reading more books when I was 24 years old. But I was just living life like a crazy person. So you in the future, if you're 24 years old, read some books. That would be my advice. All right, next question.
You should say, are you talking about novels or are you talking about educating books? Like
I'm talking about
business books? Or...
I'm talking about educate yourself. Read books on educating yourself in whatever area you're interested in. Figure out what you need to learn more. Hey, you, JP, in the past, figure it out. You don't know everything. You're an idiot. Read a book.
Come on.
All right. What is the first thing you notice when meeting new people?
Their handshake. And if I don't give them a handshake, their eyes.
Their eyes?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like the color of their eyes.
You look into people's eyeballs? While you're doing the handshake?
Yeah, that's proper. That's how my grandfather taught me. You can tell a person what they're like by the hardness. Like, you know, if they give you a floppy or if they give you like a...
Mm-hmm. Or if they do a down handshake, meaning they're trying to exert their power over you a little bit. They're a little domineering. If someone gives you a handshake and then their other hand goes like this, it makes you feel a little more comforted and trusted, a little more friendly.
I should do that handshake.
When it's straight, it's a mutual handshake, your mutual ground. If you give the underhand in the handshake, it's submissive. There's a lot of stuff to it, a lot of psychology to the handshake. What was it? Oh, the first thing you notice? I notice people's shoes. That's the very first thing. I usually Before you even meet them, as you're approaching them, you judge them. By you, I mean I judge them based on their shoes, based on a lot of things. Do their shoes match do they suit the person? And whether I subjectively think that their shoes suit their outfit. And then if they're skateboarders, you judge everything by their shoes.
If their shoes are used, and if there's shoe glue on the shoes, because then it's a real skater.
No, they don't have to have shoe glue.
That's what you always told me.
I mean, if there is shoe glue.
And if they're walking and carrying their skateboard, then they're not real skaters.
What? No, they should be riding their skateboard.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I mean, although you do carry your skateboard a lot. But for the kids in the future, shoe glue. I wish we were sponsored by Shoe Goo. Maybe one day when we have 1 million followers, we'll get sponsored by Shoe Goo. But what Shoe Goo is it's a glue that goes on your shoe. I imagine that in the future you're still wearing shoes, but maybe they've invented a type of grip tape or a type of shoe that doesn't get destroyed by using your skateboard.
I don't know.
And so what you do is you put this glue on your shoe to fix the holes. Because when you skateboard, your foot's always rubbing on the sandpapery grip tape, and it puts holes in your shoes. And then if you don't want to buy new shoes because you're poor, then you put shoe glue on them. Some people don't believe in it. I think Sean Hover doesn't.
Oh, really?
Maybe I'm wrong because he skates in Crocs. All right.
Next
shoes.
Question.
I'm judging you.
Next question. Can you judge people by their shoes? Dan Bent?
Yeah, Dan asks.
Will people in the future read the comments? Oh, a follow-up question.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think it's possible?
I think so, yeah. People have been reading for centuries.
Yeah, but the comments, for example, on this are going to be located on YouTube. And the question is how many generations in the future YouTube will exist. And if you can...
Since when is YouTube existing? Came out when we were kids, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know how old YouTube is. It's at least 10 years old, maybe older.
Yeah.
But have you watched any 10-year-old videos on YouTube?
I think the longest was 8 years ago.
I feel like the chance of our viewers watching what we're making right now on YouTube is probably super rare. Like maybe will never happen. Like in the future, 200 years in the future, will they be watching this on YouTube? I don't think so. But if we save it, if we can save this video in some type of archive format with a hard drive and a computer that will survive the apocalypse, whether that's a giant EMP, whether that's being hit by a meteorite, whether it's a solar flare, electromagnetic pulse. If they still have electricity in the future, then we will...
Let's wrap it up.
They will find this device.
Next question.
And be able to watch this show. And there were comments back in the day when there was the internet and there was this site called YouTube. There were comments underneath that people posted and you could read them. So I guess your comments are for your own enjoyment in the present, not for the future.
Excuse me.
We're moving right now and doing a bunch of other stuff. Levy and Keely have an art show today here, and it's all crazy. All right.
How to get rid of hiccups.
What are hiccups? How to get rid of hiccups? Do you still have hiccups in the future? How do you get rid of hiccups?
I drink water.
Hiccups are when you're like, hit, and you can't control it. Hit.
Do you know how they actually start?
That would be, if the future really has done something amazing, it would be that they understand hiccups and they have made it. The hiccups don't happen anymore. They've solved the world crisis of hiccups.
I think hiccups will always happen.
Wow, that's a bleak outlook on the future, Eva Christine. On the future generations, one of your children or your grandchildren or your grandchildren's children could solve this issue.
It's not an issue.
It is when you have it.
World hunger is an issue.
World hunger, done. That's already been fixed. Someone's got it. One of you, bright young children of mine. Thank you for solving world hunger. And the hiccups.
Next question.
Oh, okay. What time is it?
JB just took a question off the internet. That's one of the questions.
This is the number 2 most Googled question in the world is what time is it?
Is that so random?
And I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, because everyone has phones.
Right? But can
But
you
not
figure out why this
in-
might be?
No,
Think for a second.
because people travel.
No, they got lots of other questions about what time is it
But don't
somewhere
you
else.
have, if you Google something, don't you have an electronic device with a clock on it?
I know, right? You're like, isn't that crazy? You're on the computer Googling what time is it, but you got the clock up there.
At least in a MacBook.
But there's something you're missing. There's something you're not thinking about, Eva
Okay,
Christine.
please enlighten
And it's
me.
the thing that has been the downfall. It's the reason why everyone has Big Brother in their house watching them. Everyone in the future who's watching this is like, yeah, we live in some type of dystopia because of Google Home and Alexa.
Oh, Alexa, what time is it? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And
We
then
don't
it
have a
Googles it.
Alexa.
And then it
It's
Googles what
creepy.
time is it, and then it tells you.
I think Alexa's creepy, man.
And so that shows how many people use their thing to ask that question.
I didn't make the connection.
Because it makes no sense. You never ask your watch what time is it, and you never ask your phone what time is it. But
You ask Alexa.
and people must do it a lot.
That's
lot.
creepy. That's so creepy if you think about it.
Mhm.
It's an automated voice. It's like a, what do you call it? A
What-
robot.
What's the other name? There's Alexa. Alexa's the Amazon one, isn't it?
Yeah. But isn't she connected to Google? I don't know.
It must Google it. Where else does
Next
it get
question.
the answer from? I think we're out of questions.
Well, we're out of questions. Thank you for watching. Sorry, I yawned twice.
Shout out to Vintage Roofing. If you're there, if you live in Edmonton, Canada,
Need your roof done.
and you need your roof done, Vintage
Good
Roofing.
quality work.
They're family friendly, full of integrity.
Bye.
Good company for getting your roof done.
Thanks for watching. If you start watching us, you're great. I'm impressed by you.
It's been emotional.
Bye.